Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Social Strategy Podcast, or whatever. Now, before we get the fuck started, I want to say, firstly, if you don't like visual learning, go to the podcast. The link is going to be in the description. If you do not like podcastial learning, go to the YouTube video. If you're a visual learner, go to the YouTube video. The link of that will be in the description of the podcast, and the link of the podcast will be in the description of the YouTube video, or whatever. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, I want to say this is the beginning of the Big Brother season. So what will be happening from now on is every single Wednesday, you will be, if you want to, be seeing my beautiful, wonderful face and hearing my beautiful, wonderful voice, because every single Wednesday I will be doing a cast player update. So what that will consist of is that every single Wednesday of the season, I will look at the week that they just went through, and I will assess every single player strategically, socially, physically, where they are in the game, how they're maneuvering, what's their positioning, are they about to go home, do they look like they're the winner, whatever it may be. Every single Wednesday, I will be assessing each and every single person, and that's how Wednesdays will look, or whatever. Will I be ranking them? I don't know. Will I be giving them a 1 through 10? I don't know yet. I guess we'll see next Wednesday. No, not next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is a premiere. I'll probably do a premiere reaction. And then after the premiere, the week after, I'll rank their first week. You know what I'm saying? But I'm probably still going to do something every Wednesday. Anyway, so be here every Wednesday. I don't know the time, but I know the day is Wednesday. So Wednesday, just look out for me. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, I work a motherfucking job, and that's why I was late to the party. But that's not the point. The point is that today we got the cast of Big Brother 23. Woot, 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 woot. Raise the roof, my guy. Raise the roof, my guy. You know, this is really exciting because we haven't got a new cast of players in 2 years. And 2 years ago, when we did get a new cast of players, who are they? You know, it's been a while. You know, I haven't been excited for Big Brother since Big Brother 20. So it's been some years, babe. It's been some years, babe. Like, we're here and we're clear. Now, the first thing I want to say is, when I first saw the cast, I've seen the cast, I've seen the pictures, I haven't read any of the bios, I've seen the ages, the pictures, that's it. I've seen what they posted on Twitter a little bit, I've seen some Twitter comments, I don't like them, I don't like them, I don't like them. Other than that, I've not read the bios myself. I have not dived deep into the people yet myself. I've only really just seen some shit. You know what the fuck I'm saying? You know what the fuck I'm saying. So, to get into it, the first thing I thought was, they got some black people, right? I saw, they got some black people, but I was disappointed. I don't like how, I feel like, let me word this right. I feel like some people were excited about the diversity that they saw in the cast. I'm not one of those people. I feel like this cast was here, shut up. Do you remember in Big Brother 20 when Bailey got evicted and Julie was like, why'd you tell Rachel about the power? And Bailey was like, I just wanted her to shut up. That's what this feels like to me. This feels like, okay, black people, here you go. So you can be quiet, so you can leave me alone. I'm not trying to dog out CPS. I'm not trying to dog out Big Brother. I love you guys. BB24. But, however, I genuinely feel like this was kind of just like a, can y'all be quiet? Kind of cast. It doesn't feel like they actually tried to get diversity. It feels like the producers gave the casting directors a quota. You need this many black people. You need this many minorities. That's it. And I feel like that's what they did. They got exactly how many the producers told them to get. It doesn't seem like they're actually trying to be diverse. Because when I look at this, I see 8 minorities. I see 8 white people. I see 6 black people, I want to say. They got 6 black people. They got an Asian man, a Latino woman, and then they got 8 white people. To me, that's not diversity. To me, in my opinion, that's not diversity. In my opinion, that's a quota that they wanted to meet. I just wanted to say that because I feel like a lot of people got excited firsthand, but I'm not proud of Big Brother. I'm not proud of CBS. This isn't a pat on the back. This is nothing. I don't even think this is a step in the right direction. I think this is a shut the fuck up, fans. I think this is a, okay, blacks. I don't think this is a step in the right direction. I don't think they're doing what they need to be doing. I think they're just trying to shut the people up. And I don't like that. If you were being inclusive, if you were being diverse, there would be Latino men on here in this cast. There would be an Asian woman. There would be indigenous people. Are there South Asian people? Are there trans people in this cast? Granted, I don't know. Granted, I don't really know about the LGBT blah, 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 blah. But I can see the colors. And I see a lot of white. All of these 8 white people who may be Italian or whatever, white. I see white. All these 8 white people that they got, it doesn't need to be 8. Let me get into it a little bit more, and then I'm going to get into what you actually are here for. I'm sorry for the racists who don't want to hear this part. You can skip a little bit if you don't want to hear it. To elaborate on why I'm speaking about this and why I'm saying this, I can just visually, I see 3 athletic young white men. That is an advantage. There are not 3 athletic looking young black men. There are 3 black men. Maybe. There are 3 black men, maybe. One of them looks like they are a gym head. They really work out. The other 2 look like they mind their motherfucking business. All 3 of the young white men look like they're gym heads. They work out. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. They look like bros. The black men do not all look like bros. All the women do not all look like, oh, we're sisters, you know, like, but you got 3 young white men who just look like they're gonna bond. It's giving Brett Winston and another Brett. It's like you gave them an advantage. They obviously can relate to each other just for the fact that they're all athletic and they're all young and they're all white. They have similar backgrounds because they're white. They have similar backgrounds because they're young. They have similar backgrounds because they're athletic. They're the only 3 visually that I can tell will get along. That's not fair. How can I already tell that maybe they won't get along? Let's be honest. It's possible for the contrarians, maybe they won't get along. But why can I tell visually that they have 3 things in common? I cannot do that for anyone else on this cast. Therefore, I feel like it's unfair. It's unfair. You can say, oh yeah, they got young girls. Are they young girls of the same race, of the same background? Are they young girls who all seem athletic? What is it? These are 3 young men who are all white, who all look very athletic, look like they will obviously have a lot of things in common. I feel like it's unfair. I feel like it's a lack of diversity. Why did all 3 of them have to be that same? They all fit in the same category. All 3 of them. Why couldn't one of them be older? If needed be. Just for example. You got 3 of the same character. In my opinion, if you're looking at Big Brother as, oh, we're going to get characters. We're going to get different characters. Why'd you get 3 of the same one? Why'd you get 3 of the same categorized person? Maybe one of them's gay. I don't know. But visually, I'm just telling you what I see visually. Moving along. Let's get to it. Alphabetically, we're going to go to Alyssa Lopez. And that... Latina? Question mark? We're going to get into it. I'm pretty sure she is. I counted her as a POC. You're welcome. Okay. Alyssa. First of all, she's pretty. She's really beautiful. On Twitter, when I was scrolling, I saw that she was an Instagram model. Queen Tings. Love that for her. Her name is Alyssa Lopez. She is 24. She's very young. When I see very young, I think showmance. Not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be more inclined for a young, pretty girl to when she sees one of these young, pretty guys, showmance, just off her age. Boom. She's from Florida, from Sarasota, never heard of that, Florida. She's a swimwear designer. Interesting. She's really pretty. I'm pretty sure she models, because she's really pretty. I heard she was an Instagram model, and she's a swimwear designer. Probably model. Well, I heard she's a model. 3 words that describe you: witty, sarcastic, and outgoing. Sounds like Shelby. I think the sarcastic part made me think of Shelby from BBOTT. Favorite activities: weightlifting. Whoa, really? She's an athlete. Competitions, get into that. videography, video editing, boating with friends, going to the dog park with my dogs, Jeter and Piper, and going to Siesta Key Beach to watch the sunset. Okay, keep it going. What are your favorite house guest duos? Now that they're speaking about duos, this is interesting because do these people know each other? Do these people know each other? They were doing duos all preseason. They had Jaser go on a call promoted by CBS to talk about their being a dope duo. What is going on? And now they're asking them, who are your favorite duos? I think each person in the house has a duo. I really do. I'm going to be looking out for who might know each other. Who might have listened? No, she's from Florida. But I just know it's going to be, oh, I'm from Florida, but I moved to da-da-da-da. So she's from Florida. Her current city is Florida. I got my eye on you. I'm paying attention. Okay. Who are your favorite duos? Those who became best friends in the house or those who had a showmance? My favorite duos is 100% Jess and Cody. Jessica is my all-time favorite player on Big Brother because she played her own game, not Paul's game like the rest of the house. I think if Paul didn't have a secret power, she and Cody would have gone far in the game. She stood up for herself and Cody and I can relate to because I always say what's on my mind, and I always get myself involved in situations where people mess with any of my close friends and or family members. Jess and Cody, I won't say it's a red flag because I can see how you could like Jess and Cody. However, problematic. A little bit. They're a little bit problematic. But I'm gonna let it slide. It's not that bad. I'm gonna let it slide. Maybe she don't know. It sounds like she's seen the season. She was very specific about why she liked Jessica. He wasn't with Paul. She stood up for herself. She reminds me of myself. That's interesting. Plus, I think Jessica as a character is a good person to want to have on a season because that means they're willing to go against the grain. If she says she's like Jessica, to me, that means she's not going to follow around the house leader or the mastermind, which is a what? A positive. So far, I'm liking her. What are you most excited about living in the Big Brother house? I'm most excited to just live out my #1 bucket list goal. I've religiously watched Big Brother since I was 11 years old, a super fan! And I've applied 4 times! A super fan, that means she's applied ever since she's turned 21. Because she's 24, 21, 22, 24. She applied as soon as she turned 21 till now. She's a super duper duper fan. Wait a second. Let me keep reading. Where was I at? I have a photo of the Big Brother logo on my vision board. It will also be exciting to meet new people around the US and to live somewhere in the somewhere different than Sarasota. I have never lived outside of Sarasota in my life. First of all, relatable because I've never lived out of my city in my life. 1. 2, she's a super fan. That's exciting. That makes me think totally differently of her Jessica and Cody answer. I think she only said that as an answer to indicate what kind of player she might be to the fans. I may be overthinking it, but I'm just letting you know my thoughts. Now I think really, really highly of her. I think she's smart just because of her answer, which could be a misconception. We shall see. What do you think will be the most difficult part about living inside the Big Brother house? The most difficult part for me would be having to suck up to the house guests I may not get along with. Pause. That, once again, confirms what I was saying about the Jessica thing, is because since she says she can't suck up to people, first of all, I compare her to Shelby, not a suck-upper. She says she's like Jessica, also not a suck-upper. It seems like to me she is going to be that type of character, Jessica, Shelby, someone who's going to go against the grain. Not that Shelby went against the grain or anything, but someone who's going to speak their mind, let's say that. And I like that in a Big Brother player. Do I think that's healthy for the game? No, but she's a fan. And she seems like she was a bigger fan than Jessica was. So, let's get into it. I have a very hard time putting on a fake smile because I wear my emotions on my face. Now, Alyssa, you're going to have to stop. I always say what's on my mind, and I know in the Big Brother house that can put a huge target on my back. She's aware of it, awareness. I will have to learn to keep quiet during situations where it's possibly best to not say my opinion to help my own game. She's smart. She's aware. So at least she knows where she might be lacking when she goes into the house. I like that a lot. So far, I'm loving her. Let's keep it going. What is your favorite past moment on Big Brother? My favorite past moment on Big Brother was on season 11, the first season I ever watched. That was the first season I ever watched. I like her. When Jeff uses secret power to put up Jesse and Natalie on the block, I love that power. And then time out. I saw on Twitter a lot of people saying positive things about Jeff. I think the producers were encouraging them to say a lot of positive things about Jeff. I don't know why. Maybe he's doing the interviews and they know they might get backlash because Jeff is slightly problematic, a lot problematic. But I'll leave it at that. Maybe he's not doing the interviews. Maybe they didn't tell them. Maybe these people just watched Big Brother 11 and Sequester, so that's why they're saying it. But I heard a lot of Jeff positivity. I think it could be encouraged by the producers. So I don't know how much weight I'm going to give this answer. But let's say it wasn't. Let's say she just naturally answered this. Ill. Moving along. What is your strategy? Also, time out. I feel like it also doesn't make sense because if your favorite duo is Jess and Cody, and this move is kind of similar to Jess and Cody using their halting Hex rise. I don't know. I feel like she could have said something else. I feel like this was an encouraged answer, but I digress. Next. What is your strategy for winning the game? My strategy for winning the game is to win the very first HOH. Ooh, she's smart. Let me tell you this. I just got chills. Let me tell you why. A lot of people don't think it's smart to win the first HOH, but it's very smart to win the first HOH because you set the tone for the season. Let me finish. I think the first HOH is the most important one. She's right, in my opinion. You set the tone for the season. We can go through each HOH in the past and see how it set the tone. I might make a video about that. Pause. Don't steal it. Fucking bitcher. Fucking steal it. I think the first HOH is the most important one. I would then be able to align myself with powerful physical and mental players, but I'd also try to make a final two alliance with someone outside of that. That way I can see the game from all angles. Sounds like Tyler a little bit. You know, he had his good, strong alliance, but then he also had a final two outside of that alliance with JC, and he had a final two with Sam. And he had a final two with Scotty, I think. Anyways, so that he could see different perspectives. So I think that's kind of what it reminded me of. I think my social game is what will help me the most. I'm very outgoing, understanding, and comforting. House guests will want to talk to me about their thoughts on other house guests, and I will use that to my advantage by having a lot of people trust me. I won't speak my mind too much on weeks that I'm not HOH, but put ideas in their head to get rid of certain people. I think would hurt my game. Just like Tyler played on season 20. Wow. Am I a smart bitch? Or was it obvious that she was emulating Tyler? Moving along. My life motto is invest your energy in things you can control. Invest your energy in things you can control. Interesting. Interesting. I'm moving along. What would you take into the house and why? My dogs Piper and Jeter. My best friend. We talk to each other 24/7. I tried to see if she can fit in my suitcase, but there isn't enough room. Because I'm looking at duos. If she has a best friend, that best friend knows about Big Brother. That's your best friend you talk to 24/7. If you're a super fan, she knows about Big Brother a lot, or she's also a super fan, or he. We're talking about she. So I'm gonna be looking out for another girl, maybe from Florida, who also may have a best friend who may also like dogs. Someone with similar answers, similar hobbies, something. Because I'm trying to see if she has a duo. Moving along. Fun facts about yourself. I was featured on a Hooters billboard and a taxi top. She's a model. Confirmed. I have my drone aircraft license. I have my bachelor's degree in broadcast production. I did gymnastics for 10 years. She's very athletic. And I'm launching a swim care line. Interesting. Very, very athletic. I think she's going to win a lot of competitions. Overall, I really like her. She's really smart. She knows the game. She seems like she knows herself, which is what's important in this game. And she's going to be able to win comps. And she wants to win the first HOH to set the tone for the season. To me, it seems like she's going to be a fucking powerhouse. To get this girl out means she has to be lying in this whole entire interview and not know what the fuck she's doing. Or she won't be able to implement what she's saying she is. I will say it's hard to not be yourself in that house. So her trying to not speak when she shouldn't is going to be hard. So for me to be real and for me to be straight up with how I think she's going to play is I think she is going to speak her mind. And I think unless she's in a good position, it's going to mess her up. However, I think she will be in a good position, and I think she will be able to speak her mind and not get messed up. So that's a pro for her. Let me put on some chapstick. Ooh, y'all see? Oh my God. One second. Intermission. Let me do some. I can't be leaving. They're gonna be like, why the fuck you leaving in the middle? Okay. Next. A black woman, I know that's right. Okay. I don't know how to say her name. Azah. I want to say Azah. Azah Awasum. I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry, girl. Love you. Her name is maybe Azah. She is 30. Okay, when I see 30, I think... Actually, I noticed visually this cast looks like a little older. And I looked at their ages. So I looked at their ages earlier. I calculated the average age. The average age of the cast is 27 and a half. So her being 30 is really nothing because this cast is a little bit in their late 20s average-wise. So I think she'll be able to relate to people. I think she'll be able to get along with other people. I think there's a few people who are 30, maybe like 4 people above 30. So she's not really old in terms of this cast. Also, she looks young. So she's probably going to be able to blend in easier. I don't think it's going to be a problem her age at all. She's from Baltimore. Where's Baltimore? Alabama. Where's Baltimore? Oh, my phone. I'm recording with my phone. Let me Google. Baltimore. Maryland. Okay, I wanted to know because I wanted to see if she has a pair. Maryland is way up there and by New York and shit. Alyssa is from Florida. She's from Baltimore and she lives in Baltimore still. Alyssa says she never left her city before. That means lived out of it. So that means whoever she knows had to have gone to her city or also lives in her city. If she knows someone. Pause. Back to Azah. She is a director of sales operations. So you sell. You're into sales. So you can sell me something. So you can manipulate me. So you can convince me. I like that. So far it's giving strategic queen. 3 words that describe you: charismatic, crafty, and clumsy. Crafty. To me, crafty means strategic. I don't know what it means to her. Favorite activities. I like cooking. Maybe that's what crafty means. Maybe I'm thinking it too much. I like cooking. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I'm also an avid biker. Just completed a century earlier this year. Whoa. And a world traveler. 26 countries and counting. Whoa. Okay. So she's experienced a lot of cultures. That's good. She's a biker, an avid biker. That's really good. That means she's athletic. So she can win these competitions. What it's seeming like to me so far is that they're getting athletic people instead of changing the competitions to be less athletic, which is stupid. But let me keep watching. And we don't know what the competition is going to be. I'm just saying what I see visually. Oh my God. Ew. Who are your favorite house guest duos? Those who came to be best friends in the house. Blah, 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 blah. I can't stand showmances. Who? That might be bad for Alyssa. Or for the future people who I think will get into showmance, because if she can't stand showmances that much, she's probably going to target showmances in the game. But that can also hurt her because a lot of times targeting anything is bad. I love duos. My favorite Big Brother player, June, was a part of a duo. Allison and June from BB4 dominated the house with loyalty only to each other. I hope to get a powerful partner in the house and sit with them in the final 2. Interesting. You know Allison and June. If you know Allison and June, you're a super fan. That's 2 super fans in a row, in my eyes. Huh. And she said, which one? June. And she said June is her favorite player. I like that. Because that means you know what you're talking about. That's what I think. I think that means you know what you're talking about. What are you most excited about living in the Big Brother house? I'm really looking forward to hopefully completing OTEV. She is a super fan. Because that's one of my hopes. I want to compete in OTEV if I play the game. To me, she's dead on a super fan, period. I'm a beast at musical chairs, So I hope to get that video in the bag. She wants to win comps. I like that. What do you think will be the most difficult part about living inside the Big Brother house? Definitely being without my phone and not having my close ones beside me. I'm lucky to have most of my family in the area with me. I'm going to miss them and my 7 best friends. She mentioned her 7 best friends. She mentioned her family. Thinking about duos. Move along. What is your favorite past moment on Big Brother? Keisha's birthday and BB10 is hands out one of my favorite moments. She mentioned Allison. She name dropped Allison, June, and Keisha so far. What? Too many iconic moments. Libra, Jerry, Jesse, damn, she's name dropping. She knows the game. Will she be good at the game? What is your strategy to win the game? Spot the power players early and annihilate or divide them one by one. Play for myself, not the house. I'm hoping my amiable appearance will cause the house guests to let the guards down with me. I want every house guest to feel like they have me in their pocket. Finally, I make really good decisions as long as there's no romance involved, no showmances. Now, what I'm worried about is she sounds like a active player, but a lot of Big Brother is about being passive. She sounds like she's ready to go in there and target people or to attack people, get the power players out. No showmances, you know? And that could be really bad because that could put a target on her back. So I'm not high on her right now. Right now I'm thinking she's going to be pre-jury by the way she's talking, because it seems like she's going to try to Audrey or Davon from BB17. That's how I'm seeing her, like as a aggressive player early on. She has not mentioned once, oh, I'm a lay low in the beginning. She hasn't mentioned once, oh, I'm a lay low. She's mentioned, I'm targeting the bitches, period. It's scary. It doesn't seem promising, honestly, from this. My life motto is, you haven't started living until you've started living for others. Oh, what a sweet woman. This motto might not serve me the best in the game, though. We'll see. Interesting. What would you take it to the house and why? My spices, because I have no idea what seasonings they have in the house and I need some flavor in my life. Alyssa is also a cook. Right? Did I just make that up? I'm pretty sure Alyssa's also a cook. She mentioned... No. This was her. I'm sorry. She's a cook. Period. Which is good, because if you're a cook, that means you can cook for other people, and if you cook for other people, people are going to want to keep you around. So right now it's giving 4th out, in my opinion. But let me keep watching. My bicycle and my speaker, because I'm always at peace when I'm riding and listening to the tunes. My afro pick, because a fro is life. Amen. Represent. I don't have a fro, but I have a fro. Fun facts about myself. My grandfather was a polygamist with 6 wives and 47 children. I have over 300 cousins. Whoa. My name means able to make friends. Interesting. Avid traveler. Prior to COVID, I visited 4 countries per year. I'm afraid of manholes. I attended Messianic Jewish school for primary school upbringing. Interesting. That's Azah. Overall, I think I like her. And I want her to succeed, but I'm scared for her because I think she's going to be an aggressive player. But that's just by her bio, which could literally mean nothing. She could be nothing like what she's talking. She seems nice, and she seems like she can get along with people just like the way she answered her questions. But I think she's going to seem aggressive to the other house guests if she's playing how she's talking. So I'd say pre-jury, unfortunately. Next, Brent. Age, sounds like Brent. First of all, ill. Age, 28. He is younger. He could be in a showmance with Alyssa. She was not against showmances. Azah was against showmances. 28. From Rhode Island. Rhode Island is up north, But Rhode Island is really up north. I don't think Maryland and Rhode Island are too close, so I won't connect them. Also, he just looks like he doesn't know Azah. Flight attendant. Interesting. Wade's flight attendant, and she travels a lot. They could have met on a motherfucking plane. So that would be an interesting pair if pairs even exist. Let's read. He is adventurous, passionate, and confident. Maybe he's nice. Not that he couldn't have been nice, you know. Favorite activities: sports, working out, stock trading, hiking, fishing, and traveling. Who are your favorite house guest duos? Tyler and Angela. He likes showmances. I just like how they become a power couple inside the house. Showmance goes. No comment. He likes showmances. What are you most excited about living inside the Big Brother house? Meeting all my new castmates. I'm a social butterfly. I truly live for these moments. Also, being the single young man that I am. I'd be lying if I said the women didn't add to my excitement. Brent's gonna be in the showmance. Brent's probably gonna be in the showmance. What do you think will be the most difficult part about living inside the Big Brother house? I think it's very normal to assume that personal privacy no longer existing will be a bit of an adjustment. That to me will be the most difficult part about living inside the Big Brother house, especially when I truly enjoy my me time more often than not in a little peace and quiet. But it's the price to pay. Okay. So he says he's social though, but he also likes being alone. I don't think it'll mess him up. I think he'll be fine. He seems social. He seems really like excited. He said that women's gonna add to his excitement. So right now I'm seeing he's gonna be in the showmance, and I'm seeing he's gonna be social, which is good, but it's just what he's saying. What's your favorite moment on Big Brother? I wouldn't say a favorite moment, but more of a guilty pleasure. I truly enjoy watching the faces of those who rightfully get backdoored. What's a rightful backdoor? He said that like, your actions is just so genuine regardless of being on camera. I feel like it's one of the few times where contestants fight their honest emotional nature because of it being so sudden and it gives no time to emotionally prepare. True colors show both literally and figuratively. Interesting. Sounds very, it's a fucking word. Sounds very cynical. But hey, I like a cynical player if needed be. Interesting. What is your strategy for winning the game? Although I feel my athletic ability and background will bring me far in the game, my primary strategy for winning Big Brother is heavily dependent on my social abilities. Interesting. I've been told countless times by many, both peers and strangers, that my charm is powerful. I plan on using my skills in every social interaction in the house, male or female. My life motto is, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know, I haven't had a good time in a long time. You know, I'm way up, I feel blessed. Straight up. Okay, anyways, would you take in the house and why? Notepad pen so I can take detailed notes of small, medium, or large events happening throughout the house. So I think he's a fan. iPod, money counter. Oh, okay, rich bitch. Fun facts about myself. I'm a former Division I athlete. Wow. I am former live lottery television host, interest for Rhode Island. Oh, okay, he already told me where we were from there. I won my very first car. I quit my jobs in the summer to take a road trip around the United States for some weeks. My desire for sponsorship. I created my own personal fishing website. Okay, so it's giving me smart, it's giving me athletic, it's giving me charming. Sounding like Cody if I had to compare him to anybody just off the top of the dome. If he's charming how he says he's charming, that's really, really scary because charming men, charming white men do very, very well in Big Brother. Cody, Tyler, even Enzo did well. Derek is charming in his own ways. Dan will. It's scary. It's scary. It's scary. He's giving scary. He seems smart. I think he knows the game. I can't tell if he knows or not. I can't tell if he's a fan, but he seems smart. He mentioned, what did he say? Excuse me, I'm sorry. He mentioned like very specifically how he likes when someone gets backdoored. First of all, he knows what a backdoor is. Second of all, he likes the idea of a backdoor, and he likes the reaction that it gives. It seems like he knows enough about Big Brother to be considered a fan. I think he's a fan. If he's a fan and he's smart and he has charm how he says he is, he seems decently attractive, I guess. I think he could do really good. I'm actually scared because I don't want him to do good, but hey, I think he can do good, honestly. Britini, she's really cute. She's 24. She's the same age as Alyssa. Her hometown is Niagara Falls, New York. New York is close to Maryland, I think. It is also close to Rhode Island, I think. Just thinking. She's a kindergarten teacher. 3 words to describe you. She's driven, compassionate, and loving. I love teachers, by the way. I think teachers are really, really kind. Christmas isn't a teacher, is she? It doesn't matter. Favorite activities. Dancing, karate, softball, athletic, tennis, athletic, theater. Interesting. Spending time with my family and friends, swimming. So far, all 4 of these people have been very, very athletic. Big Brother. What are you doing? It just makes me think they're gonna get athletic comps because they're getting athletic people, and it's like, do you see the problem? Yes or no? Moving along. Biking, running, fitness, playing Mario Kart, making TikToks. Cute. Who are your favorite duos? Derek and Cody. She is a fan. Tyler and Angela, Tyler and Casey, Davon and Bailey, Paul and Victor. So to me, that makes me think she likes strategy because she said Tyler twice and she said Derek and Cody. She made sure to say Tyler and Casey and Tyler and Angela, which makes me think she likes the strategic part of that too. But she's also a bad bitch because she said Davon and Bailey. And if you're a bad bitch, you deserve everything in the world. Y'all, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm back. So she's also a bad bitch, period. What are you most excited about living inside the Big Brother house? The competitions. I'm so excited to compete and really play this game. I'm a competitor at heart. I grew up as an athlete. I still am an athlete. Dang. This is the 4th athlete. And I thrive in competitive environments. She's really competitive though. No one else has said competitive like this. I'm ready to put my best foot forward in the house and give every competition 100%. You're not gonna see me throwing many competitions. I really have no idea how I would throw a competition. Like Frankie Grande said, I just don't think throwing competitions is in me, you know? I'm going all in every competition. But if you see me throwing something, know that I'm 100% doing it for a strategic reason. I'm not throwing a comp for no good reason. That I will hardcore have to think through, evaluate my options, and see what's my best move. I'm also really excited to meet new people. I'm a total extrovert in nature. I love interacting with people, learning about their passions for life, and truly what makes them the person they are today. Oh my goodness, wait, how could I forget this? The costumes. I want to wear a costume so badly in the Big Brother house. That's always been a dream of mine. I would love it if my costume came with safety, but I'll 100% wear a costume. She's a super fan. She knows about the costume. She wants to wear a costume. She's a super fan. So that's, to me, that's 3 super fans and 1 possible fan. And Brent, very interesting. They're all very athletic. She seems very competitive. She sounds like Casey to me. Like, I don't want to throw a comp. Well, was Casey throwing comps at the beginning? She doesn't want to throw a comp though, so that's interesting. I think in Big Brother you have to throw comps sometimes. But she said, if you see me throw a comp, it's because I 100% did it for strategic reasons. So that means in her mind, she low-key thinks she may have to throw a comp. So that's keeping the hope alive. Because you can't just win every comp and think you're not going to be a threat or something. But if you win out, good for you. What do you think will be the most difficult part about living inside the Big Brother house? For me, I think the hardest part will be navigating through what to do during our downtime. Whether we are in between competition ceremonies or eviction nights, that downtime is going to be the hardest part to manage. I definitely want to have a very good routine in the house so that I can get through these downtime periods effectively. She knows a lot about the game. I feel like that's something you only think about if you're a fan, you know? She's a fan. What is your favorite past moment on Big Brother? I always go back to this moment because it's so iconic. BB14, Dan gets Danielle to use the veto on him during the Final Four eviction ceremony. And he blindsides Danielle and gets shamed. Ian stays in the house. Ian was the final HOH, iconic. And then he goes to beat Dan 6-1. Absolutely insane. As a fan, I also cannot pick the reset button in BB16. Frankie was on a roll. And then the entire week gets reset. He had to redo the entire week and knew that if he didn't win the veto after being evicted, he would be gone after being nominated. It was heartbreaking to watch for Frankie, but such a good twist. Does she know Frankie? She's from New York. Frankie's from New York. Frankie's from New York. I'm pretty sure either Frankie's from New York or she knows Frankie. I think she knows Frankie. Which is kind of interesting. My strategy for winning the game is simply put to never... She said theater, didn't she? Favorite activities, theater. I think she knows Frankie. Let's keep it pushing. My strategy for winning the game is simply put to never forget who I am as an individual. Be authentic in the house. Win competitions in order to secure relationships, alliances in the house, and not to be afraid to make big moves. Big risk means even bigger rewards. Okay, you can say that, but you need to do it. But I'm liking what I'm hearing. I like when people say that, even if they don't do it, because I just think that it gives them hope. I'm hopeful for her. But she may not do it. My life motto is never give up, never back down from a challenge, never quit, never stop believing in yourself and all you can accomplish. What would you take into the house and why? For Big Brother, I will be taking the 4 core values that my martial arts training has instilled in me. Discipline, integrity, loyalty, and respect. Wait, I don't like a loyal bitch. Not in Big Brother. If you're going to be loyal, going to have integrity, and you're going to be respectful, you're not for well respectful. You can be respectful without. You can be respectful. Loyal and integrity? Maybe you need to play a different game. Monopoly. Like, why are you loyal? Loyal to yourself? Loyal to the roots? I don't know about loyal to other people. To me, she's sounding like Casey. Or Frankie. Neither of them won. Casey won. The fuck am I talking about? Well, we got another Casey. Congratulations, winner. She won the game. I'm sick of it. Into the sick of it. She could win. She could win in a Casey manner. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing she winning a lot of competitions at the end, being loyal, blah, blah, blah. Boom, pulling out the win. Like Casey. Interesting. Funny how I didn't think Casey won. No tea, no shade. Moving along. I truly think that my greatest weapon going into the house is never forgetting who I am as a person. And these 4 core principles. Get ready, America. I'm coming in. Ha! In terms of clothing items, I will definitely be bringing into the house a lot of athletic wear. I'm obsessed with athletic clothing. It truly just makes me happy. I will also be bringing in my NU hoodie from college. Purple equals all day. Niagara University has been my home, away from home for 6 years. And in May 2020, I graduated with my Master's of Science in Education. Congratulations. Fun facts about myself. In 2019, I won both the Niagara medal. She won some medals. She graduated. She promoted to the 4th black belt. All right, I'm done. I love purple. Okay. She's giving me Casey. She's giving me she can make it really far if she finds an alliance, if she can be loyal to it. My thing is this, if you're overly loyal, sometimes that just doesn't work. Sometimes that's just not going to get you the win. I say she's like Casey. She can also be like Christmas, who is very, very loyal to her alliance, loyal to the soil. She wins comp. Well, this person, what's her name? Britini can win comps, sounds like. And then But do you win? Do you beat the Tyler? You know? Do you beat the Tyler? Like, Casey beat the Tyler barely. Do you beat the Tyler, Brittany? Can you really make it to the end? Because you can be athletic, but that doesn't always gonna mean you're good at these big brother competitions. Interesting so far, though. Very interesting. Very interesting. Christian, 23. He's young. Sounded like a showman's. Christian and Alyssa. Christian and Christie. Christie doesn't seem like she'd be in a showman's, in my opinion. I don't know why. But he could get with Christie too. Him and Christie, him and the other girl, Alyssa. He's from, ooh, his answers are short. Okay, you're giving me Fessy. It's giving Fessy. It's giving monotone. It's giving I have nothing to bring to the table in Big Brother. Okay. He's from Connecticut. Where's Connecticut? Is that by Maryland? Connecticut? I need a map. Connecticut. That's on the east coast, north side, east. It's on the east. Oh, it's up there. That's by New York. That's by New York and Maryland. So that means, where's Brent from? I forgot. Rhode Island, which is up there. So he could know Brittany, if they know each other. I feel like they don't even know each other, but still, I'm just saying. He's charming, friendly, and determined. His favorite activities are being with friends, disc golf, mini golf, basketball, fishing, flirting. So he's athletic, and he is a flirt. Favorite duo, Zach and Frankie, aka Zanky. That's hot. It's giving LGBT. What are you most excited about living in a big house? Making new friends for life and competing in comps. So you're gonna be loyal. And you wanna play in comps. Is it just Fessy 2.0? I don't want it. What do you think will be most difficult? Isolations from loved ones. What's your favorite pop moment? Jeff using his coupe d'état the back door. Jessica, he's not a fan. Strategy. Be myself. Appear fun. Clueless. Align myself with more people. Schmooze the house. Life motto. Sometimes your ice pop falls on a penny. Would you take in the house? Bucket hat, cologne, ring. Probably a showman. He's only had one girlfriend. He's probably wanting another girlfriend. He says he's flirty. He's attractive. And he's young. Maybe a showmance. If that's the case, that could just get him far just for being in a showmance. It doesn't seem like he knows the game at all. But that could just be the way he talks. But I'm going to say he doesn't really know the game. That doesn't mean he can't learn the game. And that doesn't mean he's going to be like Fessy or someone. That could mean that he could be a really smart learner. He could really learn the game, get in the showmance, and make it far. But it kind of just seems like he's there for fun. Just there for fun, there for the gags. There to play the comps and the kiki and talk to people. Summer camp, you know? If you're here for summer camp, you can go home. Like, I feel like if they're going to get a character like this, it should be someone who wants the money still. He doesn't even seem like he cares. Just based on his energy. He's just like candy. Because I did see some pictures of him with his shirt off. And am I mad that he's casted? I'm not mad that he's casted. Next, Christie. She's very pretty. Like, everybody cannot pull off bald. You cannot all pull off bald. Christie looks good bald. And this is a bad picture because they don't know how to take cast pictures. So I know she looked even better than this. Her name is Christie. She is from Philly. Philly is also up north. That means any of these people can know any of each other if they wanted to. Her current city is California, though. She's a professional dancer. She's determined, energetic, and passionate. Her favorite activities are dancing, teaching dance, traveling, going to the beach. That means she's athletic. So far, everyone's been athletic. What are your favorite house guest duos? She says Derek and Cody. Did they make them watch Derek and Cody? Or does she know the show? What are you most excited about living in the Big Brother house? Part of me is excited to have no phone and feel free from all responsibilities. I'm also really excited to challenge myself. Does she know the show? I don't think so. Most difficult part, being out of contact with my family. Also not being able to be there for my ladies and my girlies and Baltarage. What's your favorite past moment on Big Brother? I love Haley. So she watched 20. But did she just watch 16 and 20 and sequester because they gave them 16, 20? Or is she a fan? And although maybe it wasn't her best game move, it said a lot about her character when she was honest to Bailey about being the hacker. I thought that was mature, loyal, and respectful. If we were on the same season, we'd totally be friends. What's your strategy for winning the game? Follow my gut and be myself. I plan to get to know all the personality types and attempt to understand what each of them respond well to. I also plan to use my hair loss secret to my advantage. Another strategy is to kick some of these dudes' asses in the physical comps and literally not give up when I want to. I like that. It's giving girl power. It's giving I want to work with women. And I like anything that's against the grain, and that's against the grain because usually men win the game. My life motto is, when there's a will, there's a way, baby. What would you take into the house and why? My big comfy bed, my juicer, and an endless supply of celery. Because I start every single day with celery juice. Can my cute pup named Harold please come? Please, guys. Fun facts about myself. Well, I've been vegan for 3.5 years and a pescatarian for 10 years. I went to Penn State University and graduated early. I have 11 piercings, 5 of them I did myself, LOL. In high school, I made my basketball team learn and perform a dance at our own basketball team. Oh, interesting, athletic. At our own half times, we were called the 2-in-1. I started my own dance company called Diva Dance out of my parents' basement when I was 15. Okay, she's athletic. She seems very social. She seems like she has an idea of what she wants to do in the game, but she doesn't seem like a super fan. She knows a certain situation. She knows who Derek and Cody are. She knows who Haley is. She knows who Bailey is. She's distinguished Haley from Bailey, so she probably watched the season. So at least she knows a season. Or 2, because she knows 16 too. I like her. I have hope for her. I think she can get along well with people in the house. I think she can make it far in the game. And I think if she's smart, which she could be, then she could be a force to be reckoned with. On to Derek, another black one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the 7th person. Derek Frazier, he's 29, which is around the average age for the cast. I don't think that'll be a hindrance. Philadelphia. Christie is also from Philadelphia. She's a dancer. 3 words that describe you. Loud. He's a safety officer. Okay. ACAB. I'm kidding, guys. Loud, outgoing, and assertive. Favorite activities: going out, dancing at the bars, CrossFit, and binge watching TV. CrossFit? Come on, strong man. Dancing at the bars. He said dancing at the bars, but shit, a dance is a dance. Do you know her? Who are your favorite house guest duos? Derek and Cody. That's who Christie said. Do you know her? What are you most excited about living in the house? Getting an opportunity to win prizes and $500,000. He's there for the money, baby. What do you think will be the most difficult part about living inside the Big Brother house? Not being able to use my phone. What is your favorite past moment? When Dick and Jen got into a heated argument, she threw all of his cigarettes. If you know Dick and Jen and that he threw her cigarettes, I think you're a fan. I don't think they're suggesting to watch BB-8. I think you're a fan. So I think he's a fan. That's good. What's your strategy for winning the game? Try to get to know everyone on a personal level so they never put me on the block. I will get everyone to do my dirty work because I'm good at being a leader. My life motto is, at the end of the day, I see through it all. What would you like to take? My PlayStation, my cologne, my phone. Fun facts about me: I can fall asleep sitting up or standing up. Who does that? My dad is Smoking Joe Frazier, the boxer. What? I can lift a lot of weight. Bench press, 350, deadlift for 500. Went to the military boarding school for my high school. I went to viral TikTok video. I didn't post. I went viral on TikTok once for a video I didn't post. That's funny. I know how to box in a boxing ring. So he's athletic. He boxes. He lifts weights. He does CrossFit. He thinks he can be a leader. He thinks he can get people to do what he wants to do. So that might be a plus. Interesting. That's all we really know about him. And I think he's a fan. That's all we really know about him. It's giving a wild card. It's giving anything can happen. Derek. Now, this is my baby daddy. Because when I saw this picture of him, I was like, let me deep dive. So I went to his Instagram and I was like, oh my God, you're so... Derek, if you get out of the show and watch this video, I'm single. And ready to bring... He's from New York. He's from Baltimore. This is a lot of New Yorkians, dog. Do they know each other? Who's from Baltimore? No, that's his hometown. Right now he lives in New York City, which is where Brent lives. I just get them all mixed up. No, Brent's from Rhode Island. I'm sorry. Azah's from Baltimore. Britney is from New York City. Britney is from New York City. He can know Britney. He can know Britney. Occupation startup founder. Okay, educated queen. Oh, I'm laying all the way down. Y'all can see me whatever the fuck. 3 words that describe you: funny, logical, and thoughtful. Favorite activities. I've been really into chess and surfing recently. I just spent a month in Hawaii and I would surf every morning and then play chess on the beach. Oh, that's hot. I'm in love. Growing up, I fell into the typical Asian stereotypes and played tennis and piano. My mom only cooked Chinese food growing up, so I started learning how to cook so I can make random food that I craved, like mac and cheese. Now I love cooking and trying new recipes. My least favorite activity would be cleaning the dishes afterwards, though. That's funny. I'm in love, y'all. I'm falling in love. Who are your favorite Hot Tiers duos? Mike and Boogie. Will and Boogie. They look like they were having a great time in the house. Having a great time while also playing the game extremely well. Okay. You know they were playing the game extremely well. Does that mean you're a fan? What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you most excited for? Meeting interesting people from across the country. I love meeting new people and getting everyone laughing. Everyone is so social. Like, I know it's a social game, and I know you want people to be social, but it's interesting that everyone thinks they're social. How's this gonna work? Like, y'all all can't be the social kings of the shits. What do you think will be the most difficult part about living in the Big Brother house? Not being able to see my friends and family for the whole summer. What's your favorite past moment on Big Brother? Dan's funeral? That moment was flawless gameplay that leveraged both emotional and logical strategy. You are smart. You know the game. You're a fan. I'm interested, and I love you. Oh my God, he's so hot, guys. Okay, what is your strategy for winning the game? Build relationships with everyone in the house and slowly turn friendships into alliances, and then layer in unassailable. I don't even know that word. He says he wants to influence people with a word I don't even know. My life's motto is: if you laugh at yourself, then everyone is just laughing with you because you have no choice, because now you're laughing at yourself. What would you take into the house and why? A journal, so I can keep track of all the funny stories, share with my friends, my laptop so I can keep working on business, iPad so I can keep having competitions. Fun facts about yourself: I rented a city bike to compete in a triathlon. I was stung by a jellyfish. I was one of 2 Asian guys in my high school graduating class. I started a company that ships meal kits, and I took hip-hop dance classes in New York. That just gave me chills. He took hip-hop dance classes in New York. Christie is a dance teacher from Philadelphia. Brittany is from New York, who does dancing. Brittany dances. In New York, she is also a kindergarten teacher. She also likes biking. which he said he did a triathlon. Do you know Britney? Do you know Britney? He's from Baltimore. Who's from Baltimore? Because he's from Baltimore. And I know somebody else was from Baltimore. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just looking. Azah. She's a biker. And he said he did a triathlon. Triathlon is 3 different things, not just biking. But he also loves cooking, and she loves cooking. He's a biker. He's a biker. Let me go back. Interesting. I like that he's about his culture. I like that he mentioned that he was Asian multiple times. We needed representation because we haven't had an Asian man since G. I know James is Asian, but does he have the Asian culture? Guess it's not my place, but I'm just saying. Next, Frenchie. Frenchie French. Brandon Frenchie French. Frenchie is 34. 34 is the oldest age I've seen so far. However, Azah is 30. Like, girl, get over it. And I think somebody was 29. Like, is he that old? I don't know. He's from Tennessee. He's from Tennessee. He's a farmer. We can tell. 3 words that describe you: supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Babe, this is not Annie. Compassionate and exuberant. Favorite activities: yes, days with the kids, fishing. This is the man who is a Big Brother stan, who's on like the Twitter pages and stuff. So I know he's a super fan. Days with the kids, fishing, playing with baby animals, and grilling out. Who are your favorite house guest duos? Brittany and Rachel's hair extensions. He's a super fan. What are you most excited about living in the Big Brother house? Living out my dream of being here. Yep. I learned life is way too short with the passing of my son. Aww. R.I.P. So just be able to live out this dream. I'm here to win, not to get famous. Period, sister. Why am I getting chills? What do you think will be the most difficult part about living inside the Big Brother house? For me, is being away from my kids and the farm. Amen. What's your favorite moment? Dan's funeral. On my daughter's birthday. Not on your daughter's birthday. Was legendary. What's your strategy for winning the game? Building relationships with everyone, not just your alliance. Being a farmer. No 2 days are the same. You never know what to expect. I always have to evolve and change game plans on a daily basis, and I've got really good at it. Set strategies are overrated and crumble. So my lifestyle fits perfect with the Big Brother house. Your life motto is you will always go through rocky times, but together we can crush these rocks into fine sand and create our own paradise. What would you like to take into the house and why? Picture of my son who passed away because it motivates me like no other. A fishing pole because it would be fun catching other house guests from the HOH balcony. I want him to win HOH because I want him to get to see a picture of his son. That'll be so warm and fluffy. Fun facts about myself: at 13, I won the NFL National Punt, Pass, and Kick competition. We have a 2-time Grand National Championship. Blah, blah, blah. I'm prominent with NAACP. I'm prior military. The only thing I'm not scared of life is a devil rooster. So he has some athletic background. He has an athletic background. He's not old. He's only freaking 34. So he could probably keep up with these youngsters and the athletes if needed be. He knows the game. He's a super fan. He seems smart. He understands that he can't just be set in a strategy going in. I have hope. And I'm excited. The only thing is he is technically a little older. A lot of the older people will be trying to relate. He seems like someone who may not be able to actually relate because he is just a little bit more older. Like Azah, she looks young. She's only 30. 30 to 34 doesn't sound like a lot, but I think it is in your mind. So we'll see. And Derek's like 32. Derek's like 29. So we'll see how that works. Hannah girl. Hannah is 21. Very young. She's younger than me. This is the first player in Big Brother history who's younger than me. Who's younger than me, period. Like, everyone else who's ever played Big Brother is older than me. She's the first person in Big Brother America who's younger than me. It's so weird. Okay, anyways. She's a graduate student. That means she's smart. Because if you're 21 and you're a graduate student, that means you graduated early. Or right on time. She's dedicated. Okay, she's calculated, composed, and versatile. Whoa, interesting words to choose. She doesn't even, interesting. Favorite activities, dancing. She's from Chicago, by the way. Dancing, fashion, traveling, and being real housewives. What are your favorite duos? Showmances can be cute, but my favorite house guest duo are those who came best friends in the house. My favorite friendship of all time is Davon and Bailey because of how Genius is here and Greta. So she's here for the black people. She's black. She's here for the black. BLM. I know that's right. You could really tell that they had each other's backs. I also wanted to give Paul and Victor Ray a shout out because they beasted their way through this competition together. You could have left that part out, but we'll let it slide. What are you most excited about living inside the Big Brother house? I can't wait to play the game and eat, sleep, breathe Big Brother for the summer. I'm excited for the whole Big Brother experience, even being on slot, taking cold showers, sleeping in the have-not room. It's my dream to backstab and blindside the other house guests all the way to the end. She's there to play, and she's there to stay. I love it. 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 I just want people who want to play the game, and she seems like she wants to play the game. I'm here for Miss Hannah. Fuck. Oh, she's cute. What do you think will be the most difficult part? My family. Aww. What is your favorite past moment? I love a good blindside. one of my favorite past moments inside the Big Brother house would be Dan Giesling getting Danielle to use the veto on him and then blindsiding Shane, cutting him right before the final night. Vanessa blindsiding Austin and evicting him. Barefoot. My favorite past moment outside the Big Brother house is Dave Vaughn winning Mary's favorite. Make her the first black winner. Oh, she mentioned that she's black. She's a black advocate. I'm a huge fan of Davon, and not only was I happy for her, but to me, it represents something even bigger and greater than the context of the social climate. Yes, ma'am. I'm here for her. My strategy for winning the game starts with cultivating personal relationships with everyone in the house. I don't have to be everyone's best friend, nor do I want to be, but I fully intend on learning about everyone's strengths and weaknesses. I won't have a problem exploiting their weaknesses for my benefit and aligning myself with those whose strengths can compensate for my own shortcomings. I don't want to play this game on a week-to-week basis, but instead I want to ensure that with every move I make and competition I win, I use that as an opportunity to set myself up for 2 to 3 weeks for safety down the line. I'm not afraid to play hard, get messy, and bathe in people's blood, but doing it in such a tactful way that the other house guests don't realize what's happening. I plan on lying about my occupation and career aspirations because I don't want other house guests to overestimate my intelligence right off the bat. My life motto is never give up your information. Who would you take into the house? My little sister, an espresso machine, my music playlist. Fun facts about yourself. I've always enjoyed school. I'm a competitive hip hop dancer. I can hold my breath for over 90 seconds. I used to be a professional stylist. My parents are from South Africa and India. Representation, a little bit. Okay, she's a dancer. I had to see, I was like, is she athletic? She's a dancer, so she has some athletic abilities. She seems very smart. She seems like she's gonna be more on the strategic side. She seems like she's gonna be social. She seems like she's ready to play this game. She's a super fan, she's ready to make moves. I like her a lot, but I don't know much of, I can't really predict how well she do. Is she gonna play too hard? I can't tell. Is she gonna be just fun? I can't really tell. I don't know. But I like her. I think she's smart. I think she knows what she's talking about. But I just don't know. Oh my God, I'm excited. 6 more people. Kyland. He's from California. So is one of the other girls. But I'm gonna give up on this fucking pair of shit. They're not duos, I give up. He's an account executive. Smart man. He's optimistic, dynamic, and engaging. Favorite activities. Movies, I'm a huge movie fan. Blah, 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 blah. Chess. Okay, him and Derek Alliance. Interesting. Oh wait, how old is he? 29, so he's a little bit older too. What? Well, not older, but older for Big Brother. Escape rooms, football or poker. Football, okay, athlete. I love to compete in any much type of games. He's very competitive. Surfing, sailing, parkour. He's very, very athletic, very, very competitive. I love the hitmen. He knows their name. Seems like a fan. I personally am not a big fan of Cody. Oh, this is another Cody. I did like Jessica. Okay. Okay. I love Tyler. He's talking about duos. Tyler and Casey, Tyler and Angela. He liked Tyler's double duos. He liked Derek and Cody. And he liked Jessica, but not Cody that much. Interesting. So he's a fan. He seems athletic. What are you most excited about? I'm most excited about playing the game. I don't care about being on TV. Yes, I love me some players. They got them people who want to play. I'm glad they're waking up on how they need to cast the cast. No tea, no shade. Hello. I get excited about the competitions and the social strategy that can help you win. I've always been good at building relationships and being persuasive. However, to have these things gamified in a way that I can be ranked by, how well I do it is like an injection into my competitive blood. I get goosebumps and a huge smile as I write this out and think about the Hunger Games like dynamic of building. Are you a writer, sir? Interesting. So he really, really likes the game. He's really here to play. He really likes the idea of the strategy. I think the most difficult part will be not knowing anything outside of the house. His grandma's not in good health. Oh, is in good health. So that's good. He just feels out of contact with his family. That's okay. I'm sure this is a cliche answer. What's your favorite past moment? But Dan's funeral. Actually, not a lot of people have said Dan's funeral. He gets really into it. He's like, how the heck is Dan gonna get himself out of the situation? So he's really, really super fan. His strategy is to combine the subtle influence of Derek with Cody's charm, Dan's strategic thinking, and hold back on showing how good he is at competitions until he has to. I know that sounds like such a vague, idealistic plan, but I genuinely believe that I have each of these attributes, capabilities I'm describing. I've been studying the game and preparing mentally and physically to an unreasonable amount. I believe I have the restraint and tact to not give away that I'm as good as I think I will be. I'm well aware this all sounds arrogant, but I feel like knowing this and my self-awareness I employ my life in general makes me feel like this is all possible. He sounds really, really intelligent. He went skydiving. He has 4 sisters. His favorite food is popcorn. He sounds very smart. He sounds like he really knows the game. He sounds very excited to play. He sounds like he's gonna play hard. He sounds like he's going to play smart. He mentioned that he wants to be careful and tactful like Derek. He wants to be charming like Cody. He knows what it takes to win. He's a super fan of the game. I have high hopes for this man. Right now he seems like, if I had to pick a winner pick, right now I would pick him, like just based on the bios. Because he just seems like he knows exactly what he's gonna do. He seems like he understands the game. He seems like he got this. I'm interested. And so, wait a second. Because so far the cast is giving. The cast is giving. Like, Christian was a dud, in my opinion. But other than Christian, there really wasn't a dud, because even Brent sounded like kind of Brett. Like, he would at least play the game. He would be interested in the game. The only non-play the game person is like kind of Christian, in my opinion. I think everyone else is going to play the game and is like a fan. I'm loving it so far. Okay, Sarah, she's 27. She's from Boiling Springs, South Carolina, but she lives in Florida. She is a forensic scientist. What? Okay, Bronte. 3 words that describe you: sweet, quirky, and self-driven. Oh, Bronte was a mathematician. Oh, same thing. Favorite activities: shopping, partying with friends, reading manga, watching anime, sewing, and singing. Who are your favorite house guests duos? Bridget and Frank, and Brittany and Dan. Interesting. That makes me think she's a fan, because you don't just know Bridget and Frank. That makes me think she's a fan. What are you most excited for living inside the Big Brother house? I'm really looking forward to interacting with the Camerons and venting in the diary room. She's a fan, I think. What do you think will be the most difficult part? I've heard the house is really cold and has an ant problem. She's a fan. Because you don't know that unless you're a fan. You watch the feeds. The only thing I hate more than being cold is dealing with ants. What's your favorite past moment? Everything Zach Rans did on BB16. Ill. What is your strategy for winning the game? I plan to float. I want to make everyone around me feel at ease and convince them I'm a non-threatening, loyal person once you're like, It's giving me pre-jury. Because you need to get into an alliance. She didn't say she didn't want to be in an alliance, but she said she wanted to float, which indicates that, I don't know. And she doesn't seem like she's the type of person to get into an alliance. She seems quirky. She seems, I like anime. It's giving Nicole Anthony. It's giving, I can't find myself in a majority alliance to save my life. That's not okay. And then she doesn't want to be. She wants to float. Well, she didn't say she doesn't want to be in an alliance, but she said she wants to float. So it's kind of like a recipe for disaster. My life motto is life is chaotic and mostly out of your control, so just do your best. She'd bring an MP3, some gum, and some Japanese language textbooks because she's been studying really hard. Fun facts about herself: she has a severe speech impediment and was unable to communicate clearly until she was 7 years old. Interesting. She is a horrible cook. She has crippling phobia of moths and butterflies. She really likes cosplay. And she also likes to style wigs and make jewelry. Tiffany. Tiffany is 40. She's the oldest gal, I think. I think she's the oldest person in this house. She looks young, though. She looks like she could be 30-something. So that's good. She's from Detroit. She is a phlebotomist. What's a phlebotomist? I heard about it before. Don't matter. She is kind, funny, and outgoing. Her favorite activities are entertaining my friends. I've seen a picture of Tiffany in like a basketball jersey and like as if she's a basketball player. She looks really athletic. I don't know if she mentioned that, but I already know that she looks athletic. My favorite activities are entertaining my friends and family no matter what we're doing. Working out, reading, and boating. Who are your favorite house guest duos? My favorite duos were the Hitmen with Cody and Derek. So did she just see BB16 because they gave it to her? I don't know if she's a fan. I'm most excited to sleep in the HOH room and I actually want to try slop. What do you think will be the most difficult part? Being away from my son. We've never been apart for more than a week. What's your favorite past moment? Is when Dan eulogized his own BB funerals to keep him in the house. My strategy for winning the game is to learn as much as I can about everyone else to keep my mouth shut. She says she wants to bring her phone, her recipes, and a journal. She says, fun fact, she's obsessed with horoscopes. She loves cats. And her favorite color is Tiffany blue. Somebody else liked cats. Or was it dogs? No, somebody has dogs. Okay. I don't think she's a fan. I think she just saw what they showed her. I know she's athletic, so that's good. She wants to keep her mouth shut. She wants to lay low. Those are smart, but I don't know. I think you kind of need to be a fan to like do well. It's hard for people who aren't fans to just win. Unless you're a really good learner. We'll see. I like her, but we'll see. Travis Long. Travis is 22. He's very young. Hello. He's young like Hannah. He's from Honolulu. He was born in Austin. He is rambunctious, curious, and strong-willed. Favorite activities are fishing, cliff jumping, cinematography, soccer, bouldering, skydiving, shark diving, volleyball, surfing. He's very, very athletic. His favorite house guest is Brett and Winston. What are you most excited about? Putting little pranks. So you're just there to have fun. You're not there to play the game. Let's watch. What do you think was most difficult? Not being able to communicate with people outside the house. What's your favorite moment? Brett making a last-ditch effort to stay on the show when he lied on the block and said Rockstar was going to flip. Why are you a Brett fan? It's giving, I don't want to like you. What's your favorite strategy? Forming close one-on-one relationships with people behind the scenes. Limiting, yet utilizing my charismatic personality to connect with people. friendliness, openness. Okay. Okay. What do you need in a house? A gym, the ocean, and movies. Fun facts about yourself. I'm an author. I am fluent in Spanish. I gained 40 pounds one summer. Started multiple businesses. Absolute prank master. Okay, I've seen videos of this dude. I've seen pictures of this dude. He seems like a fratty guy. He seems a little bit misogynistic from what I've seen. But is he going to be that way in the house? I don't think so. I think he's going to try to be charming like Brett. I think he's going to be charismatic like Brett. I think he'll get along with Brent, which is scary because then they can just link up as bros. There's another bro, Christian and Brent. Christian, Brent, and Travis. I tweeted this. What are we going to do when Christian, Brent, and Travis just make a boys alliance? We're going to be sick. But it seems like that's who he can relate to. It seems like he can get in a showmance. It seems like Brent could get in a showmance. It seems like Christian can get into a showmance. It doesn't seem like any of them don't want to be in a showmance. I mean, Alyssa is here. Christie's here. Britney's here. Boom. 6-person alliance. All white people. All showmance. Sorry, Alyssa is not white, I don't think. But hey, you get my drift. Whitney is right here next. It'll be Whitney, Christie, and motherfucking Britney. Whitney, Christie, and Britney with fucking this guy, Travis, Christian, and Brent. And that's gonna be our fucking power alliance. All the white people, I'm sick of it. Let's go to Whitney. She's 30. Whoa, she looks younger than 30. Interesting. She's from Portland, Oregon. She's a makeup artist. She's resilient, quirky, and outgoing. She likes traveling with her son. She has kids. Oh, wait, maybe she's married. No showmance here. She likes Jordan and Jeff. She likes Jess and Cody. She likes showmances, but she might be married. She wants to finally compete in some of her favorite BB competitions, so she's a fan. Interesting. She's gonna hate being away from her kids. Her favorite moment was Derek playing the game, was a highlight, and Dan's funeral, obviously. What's her strategy for winning the game? Each season and cast is so different that it makes it hard to go on an exact game plan. You really need to get to know the other house guests to know what will work. I do know that I'm going to be in the house as a strong competitor while hopefully not making too many ripples. I also want to hold up my values and create genuine friendships. Interesting. So she's a fan and she knows what she's doing. It sounds like she has a strategy. Interesting. And then fun facts, motto, blah, blah, blah. Moving along. So she seems like a fan. She seems like she kind of knows the game. I'm not too down on her, actually. I kind of like her. Interesting. Last one. Ooh, fuck. This was a doozy. Last one. Xavier. He's 27. He's a black man. Love that. He's from Michigan. Somebody else was from Michigan, but I'll get over it. He's an attorney. Describing him. Personable, confident, fun-loving. Favorite activities, playing basketball, spending time with my family and friends. 1 second. Let me go see if she said she was athletic, because almost everyone said they do athletic stuff. She said, not really. Whitney didn't really, and neither did Sarah. But everyone else really said they did a lot of athletic stuff. Okay, exercising, kayaking, hiking. Who are your favorite house guests, duos? Chilltown and Hitman. It's giving pro male. Ew. Why are you excited? First and foremost, getting an opportunity to participate in a game and live in a house that very few people can say they've experienced. It's oh my God. It's pretty incredible. I want to see the design of the house up close and what random guests, especially Zingbot, will show up throughout my time in the house. What do you think will be the most difficult part? Not being able to talk to my family. What's your favorite past moment? Brittany's goodbye message to Boogie. Okay, he's a fan. I wasn't sure. Pretty sure he's a fan. I'm pretty sure he's a fan. What's your strategy? From a competition standpoint, only when I have to socially make genuine connections. Reiterate that we are playing a game and avoid bringing personal matters into game decisions. So I think he wants to play big. He wants to make sure people understand that this is a game. That's something that people who had bitter jurors need to
really implement, because if they're going to make big moves, they need to make sure that the people in the jury want to vote for someone who makes big moves and not feel personal about it. That makes me think he's going to be a smart player. I'm done because I'm not reading the motto and all that shit. It's too much. I'm tired. That makes me think he's going to be a really smart player. He's going to be tactful because he's a fan, and he said that it kind of indicates he wants to make big moves. So overall, let's go back to the cast. Overall, I really like the cast. Actually, I really like the cast. I just don't like that. I feel like it's not as diverse as it could be. I feel like they got 3 of the same person with Travis, Christian, and Brent. But hey, that's just my opinion. Other than that, I really, really like it. I have really high hopes for it. I think I'm excited for this next season of Big Brother. Oh my God. I'm like really actually excited. Yay. Okay. So there you go. That's what I think of the cast. That's what I think of each and every person. I like them in a general aspect. But be back here next Wednesday. No, not next Wednesday. What's next Wednesday? Oh, that's the premiere. Yeah, next Wednesday. I'll talk about how I feel about the cast on the first episode. And then the Wednesday after that, forever until the end of the season, I'm going to be evaluating everybody in the cast on how they're doing in the game, what their strategy is looking like, where they're looking like socially, what's their positioning looking like, everything about every single person in this game. And I might even rank them every single Wednesday of the season. So check me out for that or whatever. You can check me out on Twitter at @BBPharaoh, or you can watch my YouTube at The Social Strategy Pharaoh, or you can watch my podcast at The Social Strategy Pharaoh. I might also be doing Twitch streams. It will be The Social Strategy Pharaoh if I do be doing them or whatever. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Toodaloo.